My formal interview is with Adebayo Bright, who is an LSA in Harrow College. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for coming for an interview. What interested you to have a career as a helper or a learning support assistant?
I think to put it in a nutshell, I think I just get fulfillment from helping others and as much as I can and whenever. And I've worked with charitable organizations before, so I just took that on to probably, can I say, another level by working closely with people with one form of disability or the other.
How long have you been working as a learning support assistant?
At this college, I've been here for the past 4.5 years, but I've been doing this for helping, supporting, volunteering for about 10 years now.
Do you enjoy your chosen job role?
Yeah, I really love my job. I enjoy my role. I enjoy working with the people I work with and support.
What aspect of your job do you enjoy the most?
You know, my greatest and my biggest satisfaction at the end of each day is to put a smile on the faces of the people I work with, and that's one thing I always enjoy.
What responsibilities do you have towards people with learning difficulties or physical difficulties?
Their welfare, safeguard them as much as possible, and help as much as possible to overcome some of the prejudice and discrimination they face and other challenges in their daily life. You know.
Do you face any difficulties in this job?
I wouldn't say there are difficulties. I would say probably challenges because each service user is different. Their disabilities are also different, and the level of disabilities are different as well. So you have to apply different, I wouldn't say techniques, but you treat and every individual is unique. Let me put it that way. Challenges, it's like if they come in different forms, because if you're working with someone new, you have to get used to their form of disability, and especially with learning disability, it's a bit difficult because you can't really, some of the behaviors are not predictable. So if you don't know what triggers them, then it becomes a very big challenge, because you might think what worked for service user A might work for service user B because they have the same form of disability, but at the end of the day you realize that, well, it's totally different, and you have to kind of learn about each individual.
Would you say being an LSA is tough?
It is tough because you're dealing with your fellow human being, and it's holistic. And what I mean by holistic is it's not just, some people think it's just about carrying their stuff or probably doing some physical things that they are not able to do because of their disabilities. But then I think it goes beyond that. And being in an academic setting, it requires some level of literacy as well, because we go beyond personal care and hygiene. We also incorporate some form of learning activities. So at the end of the day, we find we actually do more than is expected of us. That's the best way I can put it, myself and all my colleagues. You know.
Are you satisfied with the amount you earn?
I don't think there's any job that you can be satisfied with the money, the amount you earn, but I think our satisfaction, and if I'm speaking for myself, my satisfaction comes from the comfortability of my service users and their happiness, and them feeling satisfied with whatever services we are rendering.
If you had a choice, would you change your job?
I wouldn't say change my job per se. If I'm moving on, I'll still be in the charitable sector. That's always been my ambition. And the change that might happen maybe I might move on from Harrow College, but I'll still be working in this line of profession. So, yeah.
Why would you not change your job?
You know what? I always tell my colleagues and the people I work with, I think, if I'm allowed to speak for most of us, I think we miss our job. We miss the people we work with. It's not a job that you can just jump in because you don't have a job. I think you need to have that passion for it. So if you have the passion for the job, I think the sky is the limit, and that's where you get your fulfillment from, and that's where I get my fulfillment from, and that's why I'm in the job. So I think it's just the passion that keeps me going.
How long do you plan to work as a learning support assistant?
If you have the passion for the job, I think the sky is the limit.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.